This is really sympathetic because if you're looking at this, I mean, you will see a lot of persons said, I killed for, remove body parts for something that we can't possibly explain. But this one, you just kill for nothing. You just lure them into your house and you killed and buried them. What do you have to say about this, sir?
Yes. I think prostitution, generally, looking at it from the moral aspect of the society, is a desecration of the womanhood. It's a desecration. But because we have seen the society grow from its stage to a more complex situation, most people have put themselves into a situation where they do things on their own without looking at the sanctity of the woman. All right? The woman is a sanctity to the world. She's a sanctity to the society. She's a sanctity to a family. All right? And that is why she is a mother. But in this present situation, it has become a menace to the society. Now, come to think of it. Prostitution varies in various countries, across ethnic lines, tribes, and societies. And globally, in most countries, they are legal. In most countries, the legality is limited, while in most countries, the legality is sustained. Now, the legality in most of the countries that will be able to feature include China. In China, prostitution is illegal. In Croatia, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, South Korea, South Africa, and the United African Emirates. In these countries, prostitution is illegal. And the totality of the people that are not involved are about 2.3 billion people, which accounts for about 37% of the population. All right? Now, what we are talking about here is that the illegality has shown that these countries have values for women. And the women have values for themselves. And they keep to the customs and traditions of their environment and the society they belong. All right? And that's why I'm saying that this is a desecration. All right? And now, where there is a desecration, you know that there are also offenses that also will go with it, of course. And there are countries that this prostitution is limited. All right? And such countries are in Australia, Canada, France, Japan, United Kingdom, and United States. All right? And it accounts for about 6.98 billion people, which accounts for about 12% of the population. Now, what we're talking about here is that the prostitution varies in various countries. All right? And now, for the countries where prostitution is legal, all right, where the woman is free, she has the freedom to do it. All right? I include countries like Germany, Mexico, India, Indonesia, New Zealand, and Singapore.
Okay, now let's look at this. Yes. You know, wooing has always been present within societies and almost always regarded as a disapproval, you know. Yes. And now, looking at it, in 2017,
yes,
a 36-year-old Ghanaian sex worker confessed to killing over 100 men and rendering no fewer than 70 impotent. And though, according to what she said, though she has acquired all the wealth that she wanted by involving in prostitution,
yes,
she is not still a happy person because of the circumstances surrounding her life. And a lot of persons go into this business, sex working, because of the circumstances surrounding them. They take decisions based on what they are going through at that moment. That's why you always hear that I did this because of poverty, I did this because I did this for fun, and all of this.
Yeah.
Is there something that can be done? We know that sex is being legalized in some of these countries. So is there something that can be done to be able to to reduce this menace, if not completely curb the menace.
Yes.
But when you mention most of these countries that have legalized sex, yes, we know that a lot of countries have legalized, but sex workers are so, as in, their lives has always been in danger. It's either they endanger their customer or their customer endanger their lives.
The point is this.
So what can be done?
Yes, the point is this. Now we have what we call the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. All right, in international law. Now, in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights clearly defines the regard, the respect for human dignity. All right, for human dignity. Now, come to talk of it. Here we are talking about rights of a man, rights of a woman, rights of a girl, right to work, right? Right to education and all that. That's why it is called Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Now, here, if you look at it properly as being declared by the United Nations, the issue of prostitution is not a right. All right, are you understand me? The issue of prostitution is never a right. It is something that was aborted, something that was inherited by the circumstance we are talking about. And it's not a right. So the law does not even regard it. All right? To say you have a woman could stoop herself so low to that level because it's a system where the woman has demeaned herself. She has demeaned her stage. She has demeaned her prestige, her dignity to a situation where she is no longer viable. She's no longer valuable.
But this is what it looks like. But we have yes. a country like New Zealand where sex work and prostitution has been legalized. It is only forbidden if a child or below 18 years yes. goes into it. So it means that we are looking at it in the aspect that, yes, this is not something a woman should go into. It's something that is forbidden. But we also have countries that have legalized this, and they see it as they see it as a business. Yes. You can leave your house and tell, okay, I'm going for, they call it hookup. I'm going to social place for this. And it seems the level of crime has reduced because you can comfortably tell someone where you are going and what you are going to do. So if you say that it is, I mean, with your explanation, it means that this was then, not now. What do you think? Yes,
it's still now because we are in the world of transformation. All right? We're in the world of transformation and people need orientation. They need to be sensitized. And that is why we're here, to ensure that they give value to themselves and the society. Because here, value is being abused. All right? A woman who is supposed to be married, who is supposed to give birth to children, who need to cover her private parts. We call it private because you know what it is all about. But this time, she's abusing it. All right? So we are saying here that for everything that a woman does with her body, it's an abuse. All right? It's an abuse. And that in international law, we have what we call jurisprudence. In jurisprudence, we are talking about morality. And if we are talking about morality, we are talking about decency. And decency from the international juristic authorities, like Lord Denning. When you're talking about jurisprudence, you're talking about Lord Denning. We have morality, is being exercised. Morality is being explained. Morality is being diagnosed, to the extent where what you need to, equity takes place.